Welcome to Metal Detecting Wisconsin. I'm out on a farm field. This used to have a one-room schoolhouse. There's actually a house. You can I don't want to show you the whole house, but you can kind of see the base of it there, the blue on the top of the screen. That's pretty much where the schoolhouse stood, but the adjacent field here looked like it, in that old aerial photo I looked at, looked like it had the kind of the playground or play area on it. So got permission from the owner to detect it, and been here only like a couple of minutes and was getting a solid 12. It was fairly deep, but I have a spoon, looks like it's silver plated. I don't know if I broke it or if it was already broken, but so that's a good sign. You don't find silver spoons out in the middle of the field for no reason unless there are people out here doing eating or whatever. So I'm going to get at it. Hopefully I'll have something good to show you. I was getting 14-15, and I opened up the hole and I can see a coin in the bottom of the hole here. This could be an Indian at that number. Indians usually are a little bit higher. Believe that memorial penny. Oh, it's been about an hour since I got that silver spoon, and I was just getting a solid 12. Got a nickel. Hopefully it'll be a buffalo or a, I think it's a Jefferson. Really? Yeah, it's a Jefferson. This was coming in at 26.27. I got a coin here in the clod. This finally looks like an old one. Guess a weedy probably if it's, yeah, 8 penny. See if I can get a date off it here. $40-something. Well, at least I got one coin. This was coming in 2021. It's nice and green. I think I got an Indian head. Yeah, I can see the top of it, the shield. You can see the shield on the top there. It's definitely an Indian. I don't know if I can get a date off here or not. Get some skin on it, see if I can get something. I think it's 1900 something. 19-0. Cool. This was a 24.25, and I got another coin. I'm guessing it's probably a wheat penny at that number. I can't really tell, but I'm pretty sure this is probably a wheat penny if it's coming in at that number. It's because Indian heads are a little bit, come in a little lower. I'll clean it up and see if I can get a date off of it. So it's another 2021, and I flipped the clod over and I saw some green. Yeah, there it is. That'll be another Indian head. These things are toasty coming out of the ground here, farm field. That might be a wheat penny. And I think it's a wheat. I think I can see the outline of Lincoln. I'll clean it up and try to get a date. Well, this was coming in at 15, and I got some kind of brass or copper pendant. And a neat relic. Look what I got here. Surface find. Penny. Looks like I see outline of Lincoln. So that's cool. So I love about farm fields, you can have anything from laying on the surface all the way down to 10-12 inches, and you can come back again the next year and stuff will be plowed back up to the top again. It's turning out to be a pretty good day. I got what's left of an old pocket knife. Could have been dropped by the farmer, or could have been dropped by one of the school kids, I guess. I got another coin. So it's 26, so I'm guessing another wheat penny. Yep, I can see Lincoln on it. This was coming in as a 25. And another coin, edge of the hole here. Guessing I got another wheat penny. Yeah, looks to be a wheat. I had a solid 12. Here's it. Got a nickel. Looks like it's a buffalo nickel. Looks like I might be able to get a date off of it. So 26, around 25, another wheatie. This one actually, you can actually see the date. I think it's 41 maybe. Welcome back. This is day 2 at this farm field. Used to have the old one-room schoolhouse on it. Just getting a pretty solid 24, 25. Got another penny. Looks like a memorial, or a wheat penny. Sure, it's not a memorial. Oh, actually, it is a memorial penny. Look at that. Huh. Probably an older one, I would guess. This was another 25. Another penny. A wheat cent. It's got to be some silver in here. This is like my, I think 7th, 8th wheat maybe. So I was getting a solid 12. I got another nickel. Oh, actually, it's a button, not a nickel. Or is it a shotgun shell? Hey, look at that. Shotgun shell. Just the end, look at that sucker. It's like somebody cut the thing off, so perfect. Oh well. This was coming in at 15, and I got like a, I think I got a button. Silverish looking. Yeah, it's a button. Looks like an older one. I dug a couple more wheats since I dug that button. I don't think I'm going to film any more wheats. You guys have probably seen enough of those. I was just getting 12. Oh, what I got here? Like almost like a marble. Or actually, this wasn't 12. This was 16, 17. It's a solid round ball. I wonder if this is like an old steel marble, or not steel, because obviously it would be all rusted if it was, but that's pretty cool. To clean that up and see what the heck I got here. Pretty heavy. Brass marble, I don't know. I was getting a jumpy 11-12, and I got a little piece of aluminum foil right off the surface, and then I was getting a solid 12, and I got a nickel-sized object here. Sure looks like a nickel. It's a Jefferson. I was just getting 19, jumped up into the 20s a couple of times, but got another button that's got a little flower design on it. Kind of a cool button. I don't know what's on the back. I think it's steel back because it's kind of rusty on the back. This was coming in as a 16. Another button. Got a design on the front of it. Almost looks like a Mercedes-Benz. I doubt that's what it is. That could be, I guess. The button was in that hole, and there's a big chunk of steel right there, and I threw my dirt right on top of it. So I had a hard time finding this thing, but finally got the steel out of there and found the button. Had the neighbor stop by, talked to me, 70 years old. He said he went to 8th grade here, 1st through 8th grade. The school burnt down shortly after he finished 8th grade here. So I'm guessing that was probably, he was 70, so I think you're 14 in 8th grade, so was that 66 or 56 years ago it was still here? So that explains why I'm finding a few coins in the 60s. This was coming in as a 17. I got another button. Doesn't look like there's anything on it, it's plain. Steel back, it's all rusted. So I went from finding wheat after wheat to finding button after button, and I started coming across a bunch of glass too. So this is purple, it's got some writing on it. This looks like some of the glass I found when I was over in the UK. Part of a plate or saucer or something. And then there's some white glass. So I'll throw that in my collection of glass bucket at home. And this was coming in as a 9. I'm not sure what I got here. Looks like a little bell almost. Pewter or maybe lead. That's interesting. I'll have to clean that up and see if I can figure out what this is. If anybody knows, let me know. I just dug this axe head, laying right on top of the ground pretty much. I have something else I want to show you here. Got this rock that I came across. What caught my eye was this almost perfectly round bowl on this side of it. So I picked it out of the ground, and it's got almost the same thing on the other side. Almost looks like it could have been a bone joint or something, but it's definitely a rock. It's kind of weird. I think I'm actually going to hold on to this. If anybody has any ideas on this, let me know. Unless it's just a freak of nature that formed like that, but that looks almost perfect. Circle on both sides. Different. I did something I don't do very often. I've got about an hour left, and I thought I'd grab the dais, got the big coil on it, and go the opposite direction I was going in the area where I was finding most of the wheat pennies. So I dug one wheat, and I was just getting a nice, I think it was a 70 on the dais. It's an 8 kilohertz, and I think I got an Indian head here. Nice and green like Indians. Yeah, that's what it is. Looks pretty worn out. I think I can barely make out an 18 on there. So it'll be the first coin in the 1800s from here. I'll clean it up and get a better ID on it. Just a wrap up of the last couple days. Spent, I think, a total of about 7 hours on this site. Probably a few more things left there, but I covered the school yard area pretty well, I think. So these are the bits and bobs. Coolest find I think out of this stuff is probably this. I'm pretty sure it's a marble. Brass, copper. I don't think it's steel. Ended up with 5 or 6 metal buttons and 1 ceramic button that I found laying on the ground. 1 buckle that I didn't have on video. This thing, I don't know if I had this on video either, but it says spread with this. Once I cleaned it up, so I'm not sure what that is. The spoon turned out to be silver plated. And then this little bell thing, I'm not sure what that is either. And this little plate says 54 on it, whatever that is. And I'm thinking this, what I thought was a pendant, is probably a zipper pull. A couple old pencil or pen pieces. Coins wise, I think I did pretty good on for an old farm field school site. Usually don't find a ton of coins. Didn't get any silver, but I ended up with 16 wheat cents. I think 1 from the teens, 1 from the 30s, and the rest were 40s and 50s. 2 Jefferson nickels, 1 from the 60s and 1 from the 40s. 4 memorial pennies, 2 Indian heads. One was 1882 and the other one was 1902. And a 1934 Buffalo nickel. So thanks for watching. Hopefully I'll have another video out next week.